Before Rome, before Egypt, before even the pyramids, a people unknown to history built the very first cities. No kings, no armies, no money, just enormous temples, wide avenues, and planned neighborhoods. Thousands of years before anyone else even imagined civilization. In the dusty floodplains of southern Mesopotamia lies a forgotten city called Eridu, once thought to be the first city in the world. But Eridu was only the beginning. Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, long before the first dynasties of Egypt, a civilization rose, not with conquest, but with architecture, ritual, and collaboration. It was called Sumer, and it may have invented urban life itself. What makes a city? Before we go further, ask yourself, what is a city? Not just a collection of houses, but a center of culture, government, religion, and economy. And the first places in the world to check all those boxes were Sumerian cities like Uruk, a city that thrived with innovation and culture. Possibly the world's first true metropolis. Then there were Lagash, known for its impressive architecture and governance, a city of great religious significance, and Nippur, each with their own unique identity and power. And let's not forget Eridu, the mysterious starting point of it all, often considered the oldest city in the world. By 3500 BCE, thousands of years before Athens, Rome, or Machu Picchu, Uruk had 50,000 people. That's as large as London in the Middle Ages. Quite impressive, right? Who were the Sumerians, you might wonder? Well, the Sumerians didn't just arrive overnight. They emerged gradually from smaller settlements during the Ubaid period, around 5000 BCE. It's fascinating how history unfolds, isn't it? And then suddenly, something changed. They started building massive temples on raised platforms called ziggurats. They laid out streets and districts. They created the first written language, cuneiform, which revolutionized communication. They even developed a comprehensive legal system, math based on the number 60, which we still use today, think 60 seconds and minutes, and the world's first known literature, the Epic of Gilgamesh, a timeless story. But what's truly astonishing, there's no record of kings or warlords in early Sumer, no standing army, no fortresses, just temples. These early cities were temple-centered. At the heart of each city was a massive ziggurat, home to the city's god. Priests managed grain, labor, and trade, almost like early bureaucrats. It was a ritual society, not a military one, and these cities worked together. Clay tablets show records of shared trade, collaboration, and pilgrimages between cities. This was a world before empires, a time when faith, not force, built the first great societies. But cities can't survive without structure, and so the Sumerians created the first bureaucracy. Grain was collected and stored in temples. Workers were assigned tasks via tokens and tablets, trade was recorded, debts tracked, and laws written down. They invented writing not to tell stories but to track taxes, sheep, and beer. Yes, beer was a significant part of their economy. That's right, some of the earliest cuneiform tablets are brewery records, detailing beer production. As funny as it sounds, that's civilization in action. Tracking who owes whom, who works where, who gets paid what. It was all about organization. Is Sumer the first civilization? It's the first we have clear evidence for. But new discoveries around the world suggest other urban experiments may have existed. Perhaps even earlier Mergar and Harappa in the Indus Valley Corral Supe in Peru, and the mysterious Göbekli Tepe, 6,000 years older than Sumer's cities. Could Sumer have been just one of many forgotten origins? By 2000 BCE, Sumer was in decline. New empires, like Akkad and Babylon, absorbed and built over its cities. War, climate change, and salinization of farmland played a role. But even after their fall, the Sumerians left echoes that would ripple through time. Their writing inspired future scripts. Their myths evolved into the stories of Genesis and the Flood. Their cities became the blueprint for all to come. Today, we live in cities with street grids, courthouses, central banks, property records, and ritual monuments. And all of that traces its roots back to Sumer, to a time before kings, before metal tools, before history was even written down. Imagine, if you will, a time when ordinary people did the extraordinary and invented civilization. It's quite remarkable to think about, isn't it? Could there have been others? Before them? Cities even older than Sumer, lost to time, waiting beneath the sand? The deeper we dig, the older the story gets. Like, subscribe and comment, what do you think the first true civilization was? This was Echoes of Antiquity. See you in the next one.